Hello everyone, my friends. Welcome to my Golden Screen Evolution YouTube channel. Step back in time as you embark on a cinematic journey through the classic Western film, The Magnificent Seven, which was released in 1960. And let's explore its enduring legacy in the years that followed. Directed by John Sturges and featuring a cast of legendary actors, we take a detailed look at the cast of this iconic movie. So join us and let's continue to discover the legendary actors. In the film The Magnificent Seven, James Coburn played the character Britt, also known as the knife thrower. Britt is one of the 7 gunfighters hired to protect a Mexican village from a group of bandits. As his nickname suggests, his character is skilled in throwing knives, and he is often seen using this talent throughout the film. Britt is portrayed as a calm and stoic individual, and James Coburn's performance adds a distinctive and cool presence to the ensemble cast. His character's proficiency with knives and his quiet, enigmatic demeanor contribute to the overall dynamics of the group of 7 hired guns. James Coburn's role in The Magnificent Seven further solidified his reputation as a talented actor, and the film remains a classic in the Western genre. Born in Nebraska in 1928, James Coburn sadly passed away in 2002 in Beverly Hills, California. In the movie The Magnificent Seven, Steve McQueen played the character of Vin Tanner. Vin Tanner is one of the 7 gunfighters hired to protect a Mexican village from a group of bandits. Steve McQueen's portrayal of Vin Tanner is memorable for the character's sharpshooting skills and his cool, laid-back demeanor. Throughout the film, Vin Tanner is depicted as a skilled and confident marksman. McQueen's performance added a charismatic and roguish element to the ensemble cast, and his character's expert use of a lever-action rifle became one of the iconic elements of the movie. Steve McQueen's role in The Magnificent Seven contributed to his rise as a prominent actor in Hollywood, and the film itself became a classic in the Western genre. Steve McQueen, who was born in Indiana in 1930, unfortunately passed away in Mexico in 1980. Eli Wallach played the character Calvera. Calvera is the main antagonist in the film, a Mexican bandit leader who regularly raids and plunders the village that the 7 are hired to protect. Calvera is a ruthless and cunning adversary, and he serves as the driving force behind the conflict in the story. Throughout the film, Calvera and his band of bandits pose a threat to the village, leading to the hiring of the 7 gunslingers to defend the townspeople. Eli Wallach's portrayal of Calvera adds depth to the character, making him more than just a one-dimensional villain. The interactions between Calvera and the 7 form a significant part of the film's narrative, showcasing the tension and dynamics between the defenders and the threat they face. Eli Wallach, who was born in New York in 1915, unfortunately passed away in 2014. In the 1960 film The Magnificent Seven, Yul Brynner played the character Chris Adams, the leader of the group of 7 gunmen hired to defend a Mexican village from a group of bandits. Brynner's character Chris Adams is a skilled and charismatic gunslinger who takes charge of the group and helps train the villagers to defend themselves. Yul Brynner's performance in The Magnificent Seven is widely praised, and his character's stoic and confident demeanor became one of the iconic elements of the film. The movie itself is a Western adaptation of Akira Kurosawa's 1954 film Seven Samurai, and it became a classic in its own right, influencing many other films and becoming a cultural touchstone in the Western genre. Born in Russia in 1920, Yul Brynner unfortunately died in New York in 1984. In the movie The Magnificent Seven, Charles Bronson played the character of Bernardo O'Reilly. O'Reilly is one of 7 armed warriors hired to protect a Mexican village from a group of bandits. Charles Bronson's character is skilled at wielding knives and is portrayed as a tough and quiet individual. Throughout the film, O'Reilly demonstrates his expertise with a blade and contributes to the group's efforts to train and prepare the villagers for the impending attack by the bandits. Charles Bronson's portrayal of Bernardo O'Reilly added to the ensemble cast's dynamic, and each member of the Magnificent Seven had distinct skills and personalities that contributed to the overall story. Charles Bronson, who was born in Pennsylvania in 1921, unfortunately passed away in Los Angeles in 2003. Horst Buchholz played the character Chico. Chico is a young and eager gunslinger who joins the group of 7 hired to protect a Mexican village from bandits. Throughout the film, Chico goes through a character arc, evolving from a somewhat naive and inexperienced youth to a more seasoned and mature individual. Chico's character adds an element of youthful enthusiasm to the group, and his interactions with the other more seasoned gunmen contribute to the dynamics of the ensemble cast. Horst Buchholz's portrayal of Chico is notable for bringing a sense of energy and growth to the character within the context of the film. The Magnificent Seven is a classic Western, and the diverse personalities of the 7 characters, including Chico, contribute to the film's enduring appeal. Horst Buchholz, who was born in Berlin in 1933, unfortunately passed away in 2003. Robert Vaughn played the character Lee, also known as Lee the Gunman. Lee is one of the 7 gunfighters hired to protect a Mexican village from a group of bandits. Robert Vaughn's portrayal of Lee is notable for the character's internal struggles and fears. In the film, Lee is haunted by a reputation as a gunman and is wrestling with a crisis of confidence. He fears that he has lost his nerve and struggles with the psychological toll of his past actions. Throughout the story, Lee's character arc involves facing and overcoming these internal conflicts. Robert Vaughn's performance as Lee adds a layer of complexity to the character and contributes to the overall depth of the ensemble cast. Each member of the Magnificent Seven brings a unique perspective and set of challenges, making the film a classic in the Western genre. Born in New York in 1932, Robert Vaughn unfortunately passed away in 2016 in the state of Connecticut. Brad Dexter played the character Harry Luck. Harry Luck is one of the 7 gunfighters hired to protect a Mexican village from a group of bandits. His character is notable for being a close friend of Chris Adams, played by Yul Brynner, who is the leader of the group. Harry Luck is depicted as a pragmatic and somewhat cynical individual, always looking out for his own interests. Throughout the film, his character adds an element of tension to the group dynamics, as his motivations sometimes appear to differ from the altruistic goal of protecting the village. Despite this, Harry Luck is an essential part of the ensemble cast, contributing to the varied personalities that make up the Magnificent Seven. Born in Nevada in 1917, Brad Dexter unfortunately passed away in California in 2002. Rocinda Monteros played the character Petra. Petra is a supporting character in the film, and she is a resident of the Mexican village that is being terrorized by bandits. She becomes involved with the group of 7 gunfighters who are hired to defend the village. Petra is the love interest of Chico, played by Horst Buchholz. Throughout the film, her character serves as a connection between the villagers and the 7 gunmen, and she adds a humanizing element to the story. The relationships and interactions between the characters, including Petra, contribute to the emotional depth of the film as the villagers and the gunmen unite against the common threat posed by the bandits. Rocinda Monteros was born in Mexico in 1935. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2018.